If you're a commissioned salon or spa owner working nonstop, barely paying yourself, and wondering how in the heck this became your life, you need a serious upgrade. Welcome to the station. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the podcast designed to help salon and spa owners build, grow, and scale without the burnout. If you are tired of the hustle not matching the profit, you're in the right place. We are breaking down the strategies, leadership skills, and business systems that turn beauty businesses into profit powerhouses. So let me paint the picture for you really quickly. You're running a busy salon or spa, you're pouring into your team, your clients, your business, and yet somehow, you still feel like you are falling behind. Your to-do list, it's never ending. You're answering messages at 10 p.m. You're running payroll while you are booking appointments and trying to remember if you even reordered developer for last week. You've got goals, but you've got no time to actually work on them. And the truth is, you didn't get into this industry to become a full-time administrator only. You got into it because you love this work. But the back end, the systems, the daily chaos, it is exhausting. And it is robbing you of the freedom that you thought business ownership was going to bring you. That's where today's episode comes in. We are diving into something that's already changing how smart salon and spa owners are really getting their time back, increasing client satisfaction, and scaling more sustainably. And that, my friends, is AI. Now, hold on. We are not talking about robots giving facials here. Not even close. We are talking about using tools that already exist in your software to help you automate the tasks that are completely draining your energy. AI is not here to replace you. It's here to support you. It's here to take those repetitive, time-sucking parts of the job and handle them so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So if you are ready to finally feel like your business is running smoothly without you needing to micromanage every little thing, then this episode is for you. Hey, Chandra, how are you?
Hi, doing really good.
Awesome. What's the first thing you thought of when you heard the word AI in the beauty industry?
Oh, probably like, how is it going to take our jobs, right? But definitely, we should be safe for quite a while, I think. So that fear can go away. And I think there's just a lot of other really amazing things that we can utilize to make our lives so much easier.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you think salon owners are nervous about this tech shift, or they're more curious and open to it?
I think a little bit of both. I think as, service providers, usually first we start out as, we don't really understand that stuff because it's not usually part of our industry that much. And so I think, a little bit of curiosity, but also maybe a little bit of fear because we just don't really know what to expect or how to work with it.
Yeah, definitely. I know when I first heard about AI, I was so against it. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I didn't want any part of it, didn't want to touch it, didn't want to utilize it in any way. But I will say it has become one of my best friends, not only in the salon, but in other businesses that we own. It really is a great tool and asset if you utilize it correctly. So before we dive into how AI can work for all of you out there listening, we want to share a quick win from one of our coaching clients. So we had a salon owner who was drowning in admin work. She was manually tracking appointments, running late inventory orders, and spending hours, literally hours, on sending emails that never even got opened. She was completely burnt out. We introduced her to just a few AI tools that she already had access to. Automated email segmentation through her CRM, predictive inventory tools through her POS, and AI-driven booking optimization. Within 2 months, her no-show rate dropped by 40%. Her retail sales increased because she was restocking based on demand, not based on what she thought she needed. And she finally had time to work on the business instead of constantly putting out fires in the business. That's what we want for all of you. No more overwhelm, not tech for the sake of tech, just smarter systems that let you lead like the CEO you are meant to be. Chandra, have you ever seen someone just have a huge turnaround just by using one or two simple tools more effectively?
Oh, yeah, quite a bit. I mean, almost always, even myself, like just starting to utilize the things that I already had made my life so much easier. Oh my gosh.
And a lot of times we don't even realize everything that we have that we can use, right? Everything available to us because we're just not savvy on it, or we just haven't ever been told. And so I think this episode's going to be really, really good. What is something that you've noticed about the owners who embrace new tech? How does it change how they show up as leaders?
It takes a lot of stress off of them and they can focus on those other things. And I think it streamlines their operations so they actually understand what's going on in their business, numbers, they understand their inventory, they understand how to even track what their employees are doing. And so I think it just does take a lot of stress off and it makes you a stronger owner because you know now the things that you need to know.
Definitely. It really is like your right hand. AI can be your right hand if you utilize it in the right way. Yes, I was one of those completely against it, like I said, but I have learned to think way differently. So let's really break down how AI can become your right hand, not some cold robotic replacement, but a powerful tool that helps you lead with more clarity, more freedom, and honestly, more intention. Because here's what I know to be true. You did not start this business to spend your days micromanaging chaos, to chase product orders, to burn, out just trying to be the front desk and the marketing department, the team coach, the owner, everything all at once. AI isn't about replacing your leadership either. This is very important to understand. It's about supporting it 100%. So we are going to walk you through 7 key areas where AI can step in and start giving you your time, energy, and headspace back. Number 1 is appointment scheduling. This is one of the most powerful and overlooked ways that AI can start saving you hours almost immediately. Because here's the reality. Inefficient scheduling, it's more than just annoying. It is costing you a crap ton of money. When appointments are spread out with these awkward gaps or they're booked too tightly back to back, you're either losing money or losing your mind. It's one or the other, 100%. AI-driven booking tools, they help you eliminate those inefficiencies because they can analyze patterns, your most popular appointment times, service durations, provider availability, and actually recommend the most optimized time slots. It's also going to help you solve the no-show problem. AI, they can send confirmation text and it doesn't have to sound robotic. They can do automated reminders, even personalized follow-ups after someone misses an appointment. You're not chasing people down anymore. And a bonus, some tools can automatically prompt clients to rebook before they even leave your studio. That's not just tech, that is retention on autopilot, and it is freaking amazing. Chandra, what is one smart scheduling system that you have seen a salon or spa owner use that totally changed the way their days flowed?
Yeah, I think just in your CRM software, most of them have it. It's just understanding what you can find. And that's what we use. I mean, I think a lot of the salon owners, once they start utilizing those, it does optimize your appointment booking. And I think, for us, like we have a tool in ours, and I know a lot of the other softwares do, where it's like in telebooking. So it'll actually scan for those most optimized times and give you those right up front so that even the front desk isn't spending a lot of time trying to go through all the different days, trying to find all those different times. So that will definitely optimize it. So I think any kind of software that will do that for you, where it'll automatically scan the book and give you those optimized times to eliminate those extra space, I think that's like one of the biggest tools to look for, one of the biggest tools you can implement that will change everything really fast.
Absolutely. Number 2 is inventory management. So let's talk about the supply cabinet nightmare. We've all been there, either scrambling last minute because you're out of that go-to toner that everybody loves, right? Or realizing you ordered way too much of something that isn't moving off the shelves. That's what happens when you are trying to manage inventory on gut feelings instead of data. Chandra and I see this over and over again. AI, it's going to flip that completely. These tools, they track usage based on services booked, product purchases, and really on your team behavior. So instead of guessing, it actually gives you a forecast. It tells you when it's time to reorder, how much you really need to order, and it even helps identify those slow-moving stock that is tying up your cash. It takes the emotion and the guesswork out of the equation completely. So you're not spending unnecessarily or running out of things that you actually need so that you can keep your day moving. Chandra, have you ever seen an inventory system create more profit just by reducing waste or overbuying?
Yep, 100%. When I put that into our inventory system, which is again mostly our CRM, we use some other tools too for color and things like that. But I mean, we were way over ordering and way under ordering on everything. And so it's a lot of work to put that information in. And I think a lot of salon owners get tripped up in having to put every single thing into an inventory system and put all that stuff in there. But it will save you so much money. I mean, I was overspending thousands of dollars every single month. And I've seen that with our members too. When they start utilizing those tools, they had no clue they were spending so much extra money each month. So it's way worth it for your profitability to put that effort in and start utilizing those inventory systems.
Absolutely. We have seen profitability, raise 3, 4, 5% just from utilizing something like this, which that's amazing because yes, it is a little extra work, right? You got to get everything put into the system. You've got to do all of those things, but you're literally making and keeping more money almost immediately once you do it. So it's pretty awesome. Number 3 is personalized client experiences. This is where AI goes from functional to truly transformational, in my opinion. Think about what makes a client loyal. It's not just a great haircut. It's not just a great facial. It's how seen and how valued they actually feel. And AI allows you to create that personalized experience at scale. Instead of trying to remember every guest's favorite product, last service, skin concern, AI, it's going to pull all of that for you. It can recommend services based on past visits, suggest retail tied to their purchase history, or trigger even like a seasonal promo that they'd actually be excited about. And these aren't generic messages that go out. That's what you guys have to understand. They are very, very tailored. You are showing up in their inbox or in their text feed, however you want to say it, with a kind and thoughtful, relevant, caring message that makes them say, wow, they really get me. They really understand me. That is what builds loyalty, not discounts. It's connection. And AI allows you to build that connection even when your client list grows beyond what your brain can manage. Chandra, have you seen a business use personalization in a way that truly made their clients feel known and appreciated?
Yeah, I think it's just setting those messages up in that way, the way that you want to speak to your guests. And you can customize all of that. We do that with ours too. And it definitely increases our retail purchases because it will send them a message and say, oh, we noticed you bought this, you're due for a refill or something like that. But we word it in a way that it sounds like it's coming from us because it is coming from us. And so even though it's an AI tool, that doesn't mean it's got to sound like AI. Like you can customize it to sound like it's your business. So creating that connection, like you said, they just think, oh my gosh, they're really on top of it. They knew what I needed and they knew when I needed to book and you look like a superstar because you just know everything. And it's really easy when you have those tools in place.
Yeah, it really is. I'm honestly amazed at how much information you can put into whatever AI product that you're using and really make it sound just like you or me or someone from your team. It's kind of scary in a way, but it is absolutely amazing at the same time. All right, number 4 is marketing automation. Here's the truth. Most salon and spa owners, they know they need to market more, but they are paralyzed by the time, the pressure, or just maybe not knowing what to say. Well, AI, it removes that guesswork and it removes that overwhelm almost 100%. There are now tools that can help you write strategic, brand-aligned captions. They can generate email content based on booking behavior, like we said earlier. They can even analyze your audience's response to certain types of posts and actually shift your content strategy to match exactly what's working. And the best part, it's not reactive. You're not posting in panic. You are actually planning, scheduling, and engaging from a place of confidence. AI doesn't just make marketing easier. It makes it 100% smarter. You're speaking to the right people at the right time in the right way, and doing it all while you're busy in the treatment room or behind the chair or leading your team or doing whatever you need to do to grow your business. Chandra, what do you think is the biggest aha moment salon or spa owners have once they realize marketing doesn't have to be a full-time job anymore, or you don't have to pay marketing companies thousands upon thousands of dollars a month anymore?
I think it's just that it actually works is like the biggest aha moment. Like you start using it and you're like, wow, I'm getting sales from this. I'm getting clients engaging with me from this. And you could sit there and spend hours and hours and hours trying to come up with something, really creative or really different. And it doesn't get that same reach or that same engagement. And so I think just that aha moment is really like, wow, this works. And how much of your time you get back from using it too.
Definitely. And this is something that I think we can actually speak on because we have tested this in our company at the Beauty Biz Agency, right? We have paid marketing companies thousands upon thousands of dollars, to market our business and do things like this. And now we are doing it pretty much on our own using AI tools, saving a ton of money, and the results pretty similar. Like I wouldn't say that they're any different, except we're saving a crap ton of money. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 1000%.
All right. Number 5 is streamlined operations, chatbots, automations, those types of things. So because the behind the scenes workflow of your business is either fueling your growth or completely draining your energy, AI can now automate the repetitive tasks that keep you stuck in certain modes, right? Think about all the questions that your front desk gets every single day. What are your hours? Do you have any availability this week? How much is a balayage? Instead of a team member spending half the day answering these questions, AI-powered chatbots and automations, they can handle all of them instantly. They can direct clients to your booking link, answer FAQs, and even offer suggested services based on a client's message. This is going to free your staff up to focus on serving, not just responding. That, my friends, is how your business grows. And the best part, it creates consistency. You aren't relying on one person to explain everything perfectly every single time. Because AI, it really ensures that your messaging, it stays clear, professional, and on brand 24/7. Chandra, have you seen a salon or spa owner go from maybe chaos to calm just by streamlining a few behind the scenes systems?
Oh, yeah. Well, tons of times, honestly. I think, too, once you start putting that stuff in place and you start realizing, you can create that connection without all that time. A lot of salons and spas now, they don't necessarily even have a front desk anymore. So they're relying on people to leave messages or to wait until somebody can get back to them. And instead, they're getting that instant gratification and they're able to book that appointment right away from that booking link. And it's huge at eliminating a lot of that chaos and a lot of that inconsistency with your guests. Like it's truly amazing. Like I can't live without it.
Yeah, and then we get to the point again, right? A lot of places are going deskless. And so once again, what's happening? Your business is saving more money, which means you are keeping more money as the owner, or you should be anyway. You actually brought up a good point, and I think number 6 should probably be phones. And I think this is a big one because missed calls, they are missed opportunities. Whether you have a front desk, whether you are deskless, maybe you're solo, whatever it is, phones can easily become one of the most stressful parts of running a business. It is my least likely thing to do. Answer the salon phone. Not going to lie. You are in the middle of a service. Your front desk is tied up with maybe checking somebody out, and 5 calls have already gone to voicemail. AI can step in here big time. With AI-powered phone assistants, you can now literally automate how your business handles calls during and after hours. These tools can answer any basic questions, like we said, give directions, send automated booking links. We said that earlier. They can do that via text, email, however you want to set it up. And they can even take messages that are clear and organized for your team to follow up on. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, to be honest. You're not leaving clients hanging anymore. You're not chained to your phone anymore. You are turning that phone line into a reliable system that keeps things moving without draining your attention. Chandra, what do you think is one way that AI could totally transform how busy salon owners handle their phones moving forward?
Oh, I mean, I think you don't have to do very much anymore if you're utilizing that. And that is huge. And like you said, saving money on the front desk, saving money on, everything. And you're getting those clients handled immediately. And most of them can book online. Most of those questions can be answered through AI. So I think it definitely can change the salon owners, time, their life as far as the phones go. And like I said, when a lot of salons don't have that extra help up at the front, I mean, you're losing out on thousands and thousands of dollars every single month.
100%. And I think you kind of brought us into number 7, which would be giving you back your time. And this, to me, it is the most powerful piece of all. AI isn't just a tool. It's really a time liberator. And time is one of those things that you really can't get more of unless you change how you run your business. I guess if you start utilizing AI, you can get more time back, right? When you're not spending hours a week replying to messages, reordering your inventory, writing posts, manually confirming appointments, you have time to think. You have time to breathe. You have time to lead. You get to step into the visionary CEO role your business needs you in. You can finally coach your team, innovate your offerings, rest without guilt, or plan the next level of growth that you want for your business. It's not about working less. It's about working smarter. It's always going to be about working smarter. It's about creating a business that supports your life, not one that consumes it. And I wish more salon and spa owners would hear us when we say that. Chandra, when did you first realize that getting your time back was the key to actually unlocking your growth as a salon owner, not just your income?
Well, when you start utilizing a lot of these different tools that you already probably have and you just don't even know, I think the biggest thing is you can actually focus on the things that are going to grow the business. Focus on your team growth, focus on the finances where you can, make changes there. It gives you that opportunity to actually be a true business owner instead of having to focus on all these little things that matter, but they're taking up so much of your time or they're creating a chaotic environment for you and your staff. And so once you can really start implementing these things, that's where I notice like a huge change and a huge shift to where I could start really focusing on the things that were going to take us to the next level instead of spinning my wheels everywhere else. That's frustrating because like I said, these things, we don't always know how to utilize it. We're afraid of it a little bit. And so instead we just spend our time doing things the old fashioned way. And that's just not going to cut it anymore. You have to move into the new age of technology.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't use it, you are losing out because everybody else is going to be using it at some point in time. And so they are going to get in front of all the clients that you're wanting to get in front of. They are going to be doing things that you keep hoping for, that you have the ability to do, you're just choosing not to do. And when we talk about freeing up your time too, you need to think about this from a personal standpoint as well, right? Like, you don't just have to take that time that you're getting back and put all of it into the business. Spend time with your family, spend time with your kids, take a freaking vacation, take a day off, read a book, do something for you that is going to benefit you in a lot of ways. It really does work and it really does help. So before we wrap up, I want to dive into a question that we got recently from one of our listeners, and it's one that I know probably every owner out there can relate to. What do you do when your front desk team is dropping the ball, but you feel like you're micromanaging every time you try to step in and help? I feel this one so much. This is a common struggle, I think. You want to support your team, but not at the cost of feeling like you're doing their job for them. It's a really hard balance. The sweet spot is having those clear expectations, documented processes, and consistent check-ins that are going to hold everyone accountable without hovering. Most of the time, what feels like micromanaging, it's actually just a lack of follow-through from not having the right systems in place. When your team knows what's expected, and yes, you are going to hear us preach this over and over again, when they know what great actually looks like or extraordinary looks like, and when they know how you are measuring success as the owner, it stops feeling like you're stepping on their toes, and it starts feeling like you are leading and coaching and guiding them the way that you're supposed to. Chandra, have you ever had a moment where you actually had to step in and it felt like micromanaging, but really it was just leadership showing up?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really when you have to hold them accountable and stepping in and just making sure that they are doing their job instead of just doing it for them. And I think that's when it really starts to feel like leadership, and they start listening, and it empowers them to take ownership of that role. It empowers them to actually try to do the job, because when you're just doing everything for them, then they never really take that job on the way they should. Instead, they just know you're going to pick up the pieces. So I think that real leadership is when you are kind of just giving them the opportunity to do it and just helping and holding them accountable instead of micromanaging them.
Yeah, we've got owners on both sides, right? We've got the owners that will just hop in, do everything for them because they get annoyed, frustrated, burnt out, whatever it is, and they just do it themselves. And then we've got the ones that don't say anything because they don't want to be the meanie micromanager and the boss that hovers. And so they have to find that sweet spot. Like, you have to find that sweet spot. What we say at the Beauty Biz Agency all the time is look at it like you are a coach. That is the way that every salon and spa owner should look at it when they are speaking to their team. You want to coach and guide them through it, not boss them through it, but coach and guide them through it. Look, AI, it isn't here to replace you. It really is here to support you. It's here to help you do what you do best while freeing up your time, energy, and your creativity. And the truth is, it's just one piece of a much bigger picture. Because this isn't just about smarter systems or more amazing systems. It's about finally stepping into the kind of business you have always wanted to run. It's the kind that brings in consistent revenue, pays you well for being the CEO of your business, and gives you the freedom to actually enjoy the life that you have worked so hard to build. If you're done wearing all the hats and you are ready to step fully into your role as a true CEO with real profit, real freedom, and a paycheck to match that, head over to www.thebeautybizagency.com. We've got coaching options and resources that meet you where you are. Whether you're just getting clear on your systems or you are ready to scale to the next level, you do not have to figure this out alone. Chandra, what would you say to the owner who is still stuck in the grind, but knows that he or she is meant for way more?
Yeah, I think you need to start thinking about what it is that you want and get yourself out of that space. Reach out to us. We can definitely help you get through, anywhere you're stuck or roadblocks that you're feeling right now, because I think it's hard to move forward past that. And so in order to do that, sometimes you just need a little bit of help and a little bit of push. So I would definitely, let us know, reach out to us, and hopefully, if not, then you've got to just get past those roadblocks, or else you're never going to get to where you want to get to. It'll just be the same thing over and over again.
It will. It's a cycle. It's a cycle that you get stuck in. And honestly, next week, we are going to be talking about the lies that we tell ourselves, because there are common lies that each and every salon owner share that we tell ourselves every single day. So I'm super excited about that episode. Guys, that's a wrap. Thanks again for listening. Be sure to subscribe and share this episode with other beauty bosses. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms. Chandra, how do our listeners connect with us?
Yeah, reach out to us at the Beauty Biz Agency on Instagram or Facebook, or Beauty Biz Mentors on TikTok. And you can also send us an email at admin@thebeautybizagency.com. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Amazing. Now go out there, make bank, run the show, and ditch that chair. Until next time, keep slaying those business goals with a whole lot of swagger.